Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Well, that's the March's pit viper. We very seldom see it because it prefers to stay in its hut, and it usually only eats live things. Oh, look at that. What are you trying to give me there, bud? That was awful. You see him shake his head and stuff. He's not interested in that. It's dead. Yep.
It's a shame we can't see him. He has got such beautiful coloring. He looks quite green, but there are little tiny blue scales everywhere. Just spectacular.
Yep. And he very seldom comes out during the day and sits on, or she sits on the upper branches. Apparently has a right temperature balance down there, doesn't need to the sun. So that's just the way it goes. I offer, they don't want it, we'll have to wait because every other week we feed live. The snake we don't see very often, the March palm viper, Bothriachus marchi, marchi. He or she is moving across the hall. So the first thing we do is try to get the furniture out without dropping it on its head. You can stand there and observe that while I place the hut in the cage.
You're not used to this. You get left alone most of the time. You like to hide in there. It's a shame because you're very pretty.
It is very pretty. Very nice tongs, Viperkeeper edition from Midwest Tongs. That also has a light mounted on it for in the dark snake hunting and cruising, or going after wily creatures here at the lair. So this is a more tropical snake, and I want to move it over to a more tropical room. Hopefully it will behave itself. Already it's not. Come on. Oh, you are cranky. You are cranky.
Don't want to come out. Oh, you.
Come on, don't make me poke your tail. Come on. Alright. Extracted. Look how beautiful this snake is. Unfortunately, it really doesn't like to come out and visit. It does like to climb the hook, apparently. If you're going to stay there, I will use the hook on the other side. So let's make our way over to its new cage over in the main room. I'm decommissioning that old Neodecia cage.
Now it wants to come out and play.
Yeah, well, your furniture's in there, so you can go and hide there. It's tough for me to decide whether that's male or female. I think it's female because of its attitude. There, that's your hide spot that you almost never leave. So But you've got a new tree to climb on that you'll never probably climb on unless it's during the middle of the night when I don't bother you. You can see why I don't necessarily bother it, because it's rather foul. March's palm viper, another wonderful Bothrops from Central America that will bite the snot out of you and make you lose bits of flesh because the venom is rich in snake venom metalloproteases. So with that, we'll move on to what we need to do next. Somebody's excited about getting something to eat. I love how they always have a little piece of substrate on their head to camouflage them, even though it really doesn't work very well, but it is funny. They almost always will have substrate on their head. You're very excited. I can see you inching forward. Well, these guys, you know, get fed every other week, so it's sort of hungry. I'm trying to see if I can get it to caught a lure, but its tail may be someplace. Usually they stow the tail up close to the head. And I'm not trying to get my hand too close to the end of the cage because they can miss the target and extend to the cage edge. Do we at least get a happy death adder? Nope, doesn't look like it. How disappointing. Nope.
Oh, there we go. There's a couple of...
It's delayed.
Yes.
Alright, so let's feed her sister up here. Now this one is more prone to caudal luring. Yeah, I just want to keep my fingers away from the door. Your tail is in the way back, isn't it? Huh? No caudal luring from you today. Jeez.
Not messing around, just giving him off of...
An instant happy death adder.
Very happy camper.
It's a darn good thing that I didn't use my fingers opening that glass, because the rough death adder decided to bounce his way over here to the glass. Okay, can I have my tongs back, please? Oh, well, that's going to be difficult. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Here, maybe you'll eat that anyway. Sometimes things just don't happen the way you expect them to. Alright, hopefully this one goes better. I got the chick by the leg, which gives the snake a clear shot at the body. This is a smooth death adder. Death Adders have run amok this week. This one attacked the glass when I moved my hand near it. It's like I haven't fed them in months. They only didn't eat a week ago. They only skipped a week. Did you like that, huh? Come on, you're making it difficult to photograph here. There you go. You happy now? Oh yes, a happy Death Adder. Can I have the substrate back? Wow. There we go. Very happy Death Adder. Oop, one more piece of substrate. There we go. Well, at least I made one of them happy. Wow, the Death Adders were just really unusually cranky today. We've got caudal luring going on, and since she's rather excited about it, I am not going to open that window with my fingers.
Oh boy, is she excited.
Caudal luring, of course, is they're using their tail to imitate some little worm or lizard in the grass, and they're trying to attract it over to grab it just like that. We have a happy Death Adder. It looks like we had a preliminary happy Death Adder. Yep, we got a happy Death Adder, although it's not a very exuberant one. You doing okay, girl, huh? She was born in June of 2016 here at the lair. Her sister's one cage below, whom we are going to feed next.
Getting a few more happy Death Adder jerks. Twitches.
Okay, this one's going to be tough to see.
Yeah, she's often in her little hut.
But her head is pointing outwards, and she's not too far back from the edge of the log, so she will probably come out and take this.
Yep, there she is.
There we go. No happy Death Adder. No caudal luring. But at least she fed. I only feed these guys every other week, so she can be happy and hang out in her log. And that's all the show from her today, apparently. Now on the bottom here we have another Papuan Death Adder from the dry side of Papua and Irian. Now this one you have to be careful of. This is a rough Death Adder, even more so than the other two characters, because this one will come right zooming out the window in pursuit of prey. And she gives things a much more solid smash than the other ones. This animal was bred by my friend Dr. Bob Henderson, who unfortunately is no longer with us. But his animal lives on. I am unsuccessful in finding a male to breed her. I'm not sure if my friends at the Kentucky Reptile Zoo have males of this genus and species available. but I would certainly like to keep Bob's bloodline going. So we'll let her dine and shut the door so we can be safe once again.